come! Mario!
الطابق الأرضي. لا طابق العلوي نقتل.
I'm trying to secure Bravo 3.
In case you're wondering, that was the first time I've used an elevator in this game. And since then, that's the last time I used an elevator in this game. Yo, that was my first time playing on Hourglass 2. So I was really trying to get used to the map. I don't know, it was like my first minute or two into the game too, right? So I didn't even look around to see if there were stairs or a ladder you can climb up to get up there. I knew, because I seen enemies on the map. I knew they were up somewhere. I was trying to get to them. And that's what happened, man. The elevator was like, nah, bro, you ain't going nowhere. But what's going on, YouTube? We back in it for another one. Battlefield 2042 is finally here. The game I've been waiting for the most. The game that I've been the most excited for. Does it live up to the hype? Yes and no. Like, let me get the positive out of the way real quick. And honestly, as much as it kills me to say it, there's not a lot of positive here. But what is positive is really positive, right? Let me get one quick positive out of the way for all you OGs that were complaining about the beta, about the movement. You feel like it was too fast. You feel like it was too arcadey, right? Like Call of Duty. Yes, it's still, you know, you still got the slide and shit here, and the movement is still a little bit quicker. But in my opinion, from what I remember in the beta, it definitely feels like they slowed it down. I mean, obviously over here in 1942 and in Bad Company 2 and shit like that, you don't have the slide over here in Portal. Not that I know anyways. I don't know. I don't think I've tried a server yet that had it selected or anything like that. I've just been mostly just going through the main menus that are there. They have Bad Company 2 Rush, they have Conquest for 1942, and then they have Conquest for Battlefield 3. And mostly when I go through the server browser, it's a lot of the lobbies are completely empty for me. The ping is not great. When I see one with decent ping with some people in there, even if there's like 20 spots available and I select it as soon as possible, you know, I'm always waiting in queue. And I'm like in the 7th spot or in the 10th spot or something like that. So I end up just trying to find a different server. I just go through the main menu of it and just try to get a lobby that way, which is way easier. But unfortunately, when you do that, there's not a lot of rotation with the maps. You just keep getting the same maps over and over again. I can't tell you how many times I tried to get Caspian Border and Battlefield 3. Bad Company 2, I seem to get both maps pretty regularly, and in 1942, I only get Battle of the Bulge. I haven't even played the other map yet. I'm going to have to really try on its own. I'm going to have to try a browser server that has it there. But before we get into the rest of it, just so you all know, this is PS4 Pro footage. I've only played on the PS4 Pro, and I've only played solo. I haven't played with any homies yet. I had a few homies bugging me today to play, but I really wanted to just experience it raw, solo, by myself, with nobody distracting me, nobody making me laugh if something's broken or it's annoying me or anything like that. I just wanted to see the game for exactly what it is. I wanted to experience that way so that I can give my most honest opinion out here in this video. But back to the big positive in this game. Portal is great, man. It's a lot of fun when the game is working, though. When the game is working, it's so much fun. But it can be a little bit confusing, right? Like I went through the customization menu trying to change up my classes, and I added attachments to different guns, but for some reason it looks like you use the quick change menu like you do in actual Battlefield 2042, but you can't add you can't add a red dot through that. It doesn't work over there yet. I don't know if they mean to add it or whatever, but I've tried different ways of adding attachments to my guns in Battlefield 3 and shit like that, and I can't figure it out just yet. But other than that, man, it is a lot of fun when you're not getting disconnected and all of that. Like I played a few games, finally got Caspian Border, and you know, it like I play for about 2-3 minutes You know, I remember one of those games I was on a tight little 5 or 10 kill streak or something like that to start the game. And then out of nowhere, black screen, I'm sent to the main menu. No error code, no nothing. No disconnection error. It doesn't give you any notification whatsoever. It's just, it kicks you from the server. It doesn't even say that somebody kicked you from the server or anything like that. You're just booted out. You're back at the main menu and it's on your own doing to go and find yourself another server again. Go find another game. And hopefully you don't get that stupid error that I've been getting all day. Unable to load persistence data. Check your internet connection. And then all this other jargon that they got in there, man. I'm telling you. This is like the beta ran really bad. It did. I feel like the full release runs worse. There's a lot of texture glitches over here, as you guys can see, probably in some of the gameplay. I'm not recording over any gameplay right now. I'm just recording over a black screen. But I'll probably put my very first game in this video. It was on Battle of the Bulge. I was going to go into 2042, but I said, nah, screw it. You know what I mean? I really want to see some of these portal maps and shit like that, the ones that I haven't played yet. So my first game was Battle of the Bulge, and I think I started off on like a 10 kill streak or something like that. You know, a lot of texture glitches. I'm noticing both in Portal and in 2042 All Out Warfare. Hit detection is just so off in this game right now, and I think it has to do with the connections. I wasted about 4 hours today just trying to connect, right? Like I checked my internet. You know, I did connection speed tests and all that on my PS4 Pro. You know, I reset my router. I did everything I possibly could to make sure that everything was good on my end. And for about 4 hours there, I even went and recorded a Call of Duty Vanguard video from my main channel because I had nothing to do. I was trying to play 2042, but I just couldn't get on the game, man. EA wouldn't let me on. I feel like the maps for All Out Warfare are too big. Now, that's me coming from the PS4 Pro perspective, right? It's only 64 players. But I've been talking to a couple of my homies that are playing 2042 on PC and new gen consoles. They've been lucky enough to get one, and they're complaining about the exact same thing. So I haven't watched any gameplay on the new gen consoles, but according to these homies who I trust, you know, I'm friends with some of them in the real as well. They're saying the same things, man. They're running around for a while trying to find action. You know, I'm not really digging a lot of the 2042 maps just yet, but I haven't even played them all. You know what I mean? In order to search for a server at all, you have to go into the portal menu. There's no server browser there that I can see at all in the All Out Warfare menu of 2042, unfortunately. You got to go to portal, then you go to the server browser, and then you might be able to find some servers that are on 2042 maps. It's just a straight up 2042 gameplay. Like, I keep getting renewal, I keep getting discarded and getaway. And there's another map that I keep getting, the odd time hourglass. And the other maps I can't get. I haven't gotten orbital one time, you know, but that was a beta map, so I'm not really tripping on that. I cannot get kaleidoscope. And that night map, I can't remember the name of it, but I remember reading about it before this game dropped, before we even got the beta. I believe they released all that. And there's a night map in here. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I haven't seen that map once. I've been really wanting to play on Kaleidoscope, and I can't get the map at all. I just keep getting the same 4 maps for 2042 All Out Warfare. That's all I can seem to get. I really want to try these other maps, but I can't get them, man. And I really feel like Breakthrough is way better than Conquest in this game, at least on the old gen versions. You know, like I said, I can't speak for PC and shit. I can't speak for the newer gen consoles. But, you know, Conquest is just like, the maps just feel way too big, man. You're just running around too much trying to find action on Conquest. But on Breakthrough, it's pretty much steady action. You know what I mean? And I've always enjoyed Conquest more than Breakthrough. Like, anytime I played on Battlefield 5, I did like Breakthrough on Battlefield 5. But I always enjoyed Conquest more than Breakthrough. And unfortunately, right now, which is how these maps are playing, you know, I seem to prefer Breakthrough. I guess that's one positive in the 2042 All Out Warfare aspect of the game. But hit detection has been absolutely crazy in this game. Like, you know, playing Battlefield 1 for as long as I have now, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 and shit, you really start to teach yourself, and you really learn how to lead your shots, right? You know how you got to play a certain scenario. If you see somebody running side to side, you know, as you play, you start to learn, you know, all right, where do I got to shoot this enemy, to hit him, to actually land my shots? You learn that shit, and it sticks with you. Over here, I remember Battlefield 4 really having this problem where a dude could be like 5 feet in front of you, not moving at all, and you could shoot dead on him, and your bullets will literally go right through his body. And I notice I'm struggling with that a lot over here. And you guys know how great my internet is in my house. I have really good internet. You know, I'm not trying to sound conceited about it, but I do. I have top tier internet in my house. And there's some times where my shots are hitting no problem. There's other times where it doesn't matter how dead on accurate I am. I can't hit my shots with certain engagements. It seems like the graphics are off in this game, but sometimes they look great. Like in some, it's weird. The textures are really bad and stuff like that, right? Like constant light flickering as well too. I really feel like this game should have been delayed. But I've noticed that like sometimes this game, it honestly looks like we're looking at like PS2 graphics, or even worse. Maybe like N64 graphics, maybe PlayStation 1 graphics. Like they don't look great at all. And then other times the game looks great. I'm like, damn, man, this looks like a next gen game. It's like certain parts of the map. I don't know, man, if anybody else has been experiencing that, but I've definitely noticed it. And the audio is so off in this game right now, man. And I got a really good pair of headset. You know, my headset is usually great, especially for these first person shooter games. And we've had audio problems in Vanguard, and even Vanguard honestly sounds better than this game does, in my opinion, in their current states of their game. Same with the hit detection, right? The connections are awful on Call of Duty Vanguard. And like I said, this was the game that I was the most excited for. I honestly feel like the hit detection and the connections are better in Vanguard right now, today, than Battlefield 2042. Now, I know it's day one, but at the same time too, right? Should this game have been released in this state? Because I'm not really happy, man. I'm not happy with the all-out warfare of this game. You know, the normal Battlefield 2042 aspect of the game. You know, I made a video saying that this game should be delayed. I want to play it as soon as possible, but I feel like it should be delayed. And seeing all these problems that we're seeing here, this game should have been delayed. I'm noticing that the call button doesn't work very good in this game. You know, like some matches, some games I'm having, it seems to be working, right? Like when I go to call for ammo or whatever, you know, I hit the button, it works. Other times I could sit there and try to press it 10, 15, 20 times, one after another, and the menu will not open at all. Like, and I'm just sitting there trying to open. You'll see it pop up on your screen for like 1/100 of a second, and then it will disappear like you just canceled it or some shit. You know, you'll keep pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. And it doesn't matter how many times you press it, the motherfucker won't stay open, man. But it does work. There has been games though where anytime I've tried to call for a medic or ammo or whatever, it has worked, right? So a lot of these problems can and will be fixed. I understand that. So that's why I'm not coming out here all out bashing the game. I do have trust. I do have faith in DICE. You know, I know that this game just, you know, a lot of it's on EA, right? This game should have been delayed. I don't think in its current state it should have been released. The visibility from the beta seems to be better, I will say that, but it's still not great. I still notice even with I have a really solid TV too. Even with my TV, you know, I'm squinting. I'm getting shot from people sometimes, and I'm looking over it and I see them shooting at me, right? Like I see their bullet trail. You know, I'm squinting my eyes. I'm like, dude, and I have 20/20 vision, and I can't see them. You know what I mean? But overall, though, in general, the visibility does seem a lot better than the beta. It's just, in my opinion, it's not where it needs to be. Same with the audio. The audio seems to be better than it was in the beta, but it definitely still needs some work. in my opinion, this game, from my first impressions, it needed more time in the oven. You know, I made that video for a reason. It wasn't to hate on the game. You guys know this is a game I'm the most excited for. And, you know, I was planning on having a blast this weekend. But this game needed more time, man. It needed to be delayed. And that's not me hating. That's me actually looking out for the best interest of the game. For DICE and their reputation. You know, the game right now is not really in a playable state. I know you'll have some people jump on this video and they'll be like, oh, it's working perfect for me, man. I'm not having no problems. You're just a hater. You're just this. You're just that. Dude, just shut the fuck up, man. I'm giving my honest opinion and I'm telling you what's going on over here. I want this game to be great. And I'm out here talking about how Portal, when the game is actually functioning and you're not getting these unable to connect errors, unable to load bullshit, whatever, and you're playing Portal, I am having a fucking blast when my bullets are connecting and all that. It's so much fun, man. So much fun. Like, you know, straight up Vanguard versus the all-out Warfare 2042 aspect of it. You know, I would pick Vanguard over that because I think the movement actually is better over there too. But I'm also a Call of Duty guy. I play other shooters, right? Like I used to be a huge Destiny guy and shit. I play other shooters. So I feel like the movement over there is much more fluid. You know, it's quicker. So I do enjoy that. You know, they definitely slowed it down from the beta, in my opinion, for 2042. You know, Vanguard versus 2042. I honestly, in the state that they're in right now, I'd rather play Vanguard in this moment. Vanguard versus Portal. I'll take Portal, even with this game running as bad as it seems to be on day one. I would take Portal over Vanguard all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. It is that much fun. But I'm getting killed by an awful lot of fucking vehicles over there in Portal, man. Every time, it seems like as soon as I spawn, boom, I'm getting blown up by a motherfucking chopper again. I can't, there's so many dudes out here, right, that know these maps in and out, whereas I really only know the Battlefield 3 maps, right? You know, I remember playing Bad Company 2 very briefly back in the day, really quickly. So I don't remember those maps at all, and this is my first time trying the 1942 maps, and I didn't even try the other map yet. The only map I played is Battle of the Bulge. I played it like 3, 4, maybe 5 times. And, you know, we're learning over here, right? And these dudes know these maps really well, and, you know, they definitely know some cheese spots. They know the vehicles very well, and you know, they're just shitting in your mouth. But I'm still holding my own over here when the game is working. But there is definitely a lot of problems here, man, that need to be addressed. They need to be fixed. And I have faith that DICE will fix them. You know, I'm not out here hating on the game completely. I think Portal is great, just like we all thought it would be. And I think there is potential here with the all-out Warfare 2042 aspect of it. It feels a little bare bones. You know, it feels a little kind of meh because the maps just seem too big for the size of the lobbies, right? And I'm hearing the same thing about PC and new gen 2. But, you know, we don't even have any other modes. Like, where's the TDM mode? Where's the TDM mode on smaller versions of these maps? So we could just play a quicker game like that instead of playing these really long Conquest or Breakthrough games. You know, Breakthrough is aight, but Conquest, it seems like a lot of the times I'm running around too much looking for action. You guys know I love me some Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 and shit. I never complain about running around having to look for action. You know, it doesn't seem to be a problem for me over there. But it definitely seems to be a problem for me over here. But we're not going to give up on it yet, man. There's so much potential with this game. And, you know, I'm not one of those people that's just going to give up on it, right? Like, oh, fuck DICE. Fuck you. Fuck this game. I hate it. I uninstalled it shit. Nah, man. We're not even close. I'm going to get back on it tomorrow. I'm going to keep trying to learn these maps. I'm going to keep hoping that they fix the connections and everything else and the hit detection and shit. And I'm going to really try to enjoy this game because I see the potential here. And if all else fails, Portal, man. DICE, you're going to have to drop more content in Portal, though. You're going to have to, because that's your bread and butter of this game, in my opinion, as this game sits right now. You know, you got to give us some more maps. Give us some Battlefield 1 over there. Give us some Battlefield 4, man. Just go ham with that shit, because Portal's where it's at for Battlefield 2042. This video's getting long as hell, so we're going to cut it off. There was some other things I wanted to talk about it, but we'll save it for my next video. Have you guys played Battlefield 2042 yet? early access, let me know in the comment section, and drop it in the comment section. What's your experience so far with it? Do you agree with everything that I said? Are you having the same type of experience? Or are you absolutely loving it, man? Everything's running great for you. I want to hear it. Let me know. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you guys on my next Battlefield video. I'm out.